Hey, Mike with Mike's Bags, and today I'm reviewing the Vanish by Gnarly Bags. This is the first bag I've reviewed by Gnarly, but it won't be the last. Got a few more coming over the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and dive in and break down this Vanish bag. We'll start with the slow side. Slow side, this slow side material is the same as the fast side you find on the Proto Vanish Viking. It's at 7-speed material. It's fast but controllable. It's great for, it just slides to the board in really well, pushing, collecting. Probably the one knock to it, I would say, is humidity. When boards start getting sticky and damp from humidity, that moisture gets in this material, it will start to slow down and it will play slower. It's still playable. It's a 7-speed, normal conditions. Humidity, it's a 4 or 5, so it becomes a much slower material, but you can still play with it if you need to. The one thing I will say on the speed of this, I'm calling it a 7-speed because this material typically plays a 7. Gnarly listed as a 7. However, in my experience with throwing this bag, it's a slow 7, maybe even closer to a 6.5, which it's a fuller bag, and I'll get to that in a moment, but it is a fuller bag. Typically, fuller bags play slower on the speed scale than the looser, thinner bags do. But I'm calling it a 7, but it's a 6.5 to 7 speed, slow 7 on that. Fast side, this is that newer material that you find on, same fast side you find on the BG Witcher, the B3 Coyote, Ranger, the Fatal, X-Level Counterpunch uses it. You're starting to see more and more material coming out there. The Coastal Cornhole Creature uses it on there. It's a 9-speed, it's fast, it slides out the boarding conditions, great for pushing, collecting. It's very similar to that Pro Sniper Viper fast side, a little different. It's similar to the playability of it, the speed of it. It's a little softer feeling. I like the way this material feels better than that Viper Pro Sniper fast side does. So I'm really starting to favor this material over that other material that we're more common material we're used to. So anyway, looking at about a 6.5 slow, 7 fast. Template wise, it's a medium template, but it feels like it's on that smaller side just because it's a very full bag. It's a full bag, so it doesn't flatten out. It stays pretty puffy on there. So medium template, it's a smallish side, full. It's got, it's got some flop, but this thing is not crazy floppy at all. It's if you don't like a floppy bag, this Vanish is definitely something I'm going to check out. Fill in here is a mixed fill. It's got some small beads, medium beads, got some flat fill. I don't know. It's got quite a good variety of fill in here. I love a mixed fill bag. I love the way this bag plays around the hole. You'll see in the videos how it kind of just drips in the hole really well. And a lot of it has to do with the fill in here. It's got a wonderful hand feel because it's so full. Now, I will say on the hand feel side of it, if you like a really fluid, smooth hand feel that like you get from those 100% flat fill bags, you're not going to get that here. You can sort of feel some of the beads in here, some of the chunkier beads, the medium-sized beads occasionally from time to time. Doesn't bother me at all, and I'm willing to sacrifice that hand feel to gain the performance around the hole. I think what you're gaining in the hole furniture around the hole outweighs what you might lose in hand feel, but it by no means doesn't have a bad hand feel. It's a wonderful hand feel. And you got a lot of beads, a lot of feel to grip a hold of. You can really get a hold of this bag, really control the bag. I love the way the bag feels. It almost reminds me, in the template size, the fullness, it reminds me of a carpet bag. And I like to throw carpet. Typically, I don't typically throw faster bags. I'm more of a carpet bag, slower to medium speed bag thrower. And this really, when I hold it in my hand, I feel like I'm holding a carpet bag. So if you're a carpet bag thrower and you like that feel, but you're looking for a faster bag, you might want to check out this Vanish. That'll lead me into playability on this bag. These are ACL standard for 2024 as well. So you play in ACL events, the Vanish is good for that. But playability on this bag, this is a bag that it's mainly designed to run the hole. Like it's really set up. If you like to just run the hole and put 4 bags in out to your opponent, you're going to do that. Both materials are very hole friendly. The bag, I don't recall the bag really hanging on the hole very much. If I got it up there and I got it to catch the hole, it would either drip in. If it didn't drip in, it was left hanging. If I had another bag, it was going to go in. I didn't have to get crazy aggressive going after bags. I don't even think I had to even try it air melt drag. The bags were just wanting to go in the hole. Now, the one knock I will say, because it is a fuller bag, and I talk about this all the time about how those large floppy bags are much more forgiving about grabbing the hole. These fuller bags, because it doesn't have that flop in that corner. If you're off left or right, if you get too far off left or right, there's not enough corner to grab that hole and spin it and come back in. But as long as you're, within, you get enough of the bag there, it will grab. It's just not as forgiving. So that landing zone is not as wide as some of these larger, floppier, faster bags are. I still think it's bigger than a normal bag would be, the average bag, because it does a great job of grabbing the hole. It does a great job of going in if I can get it there. And honestly, because of the template size and the control I get this bag being a fuller bag, I felt like I was a little bit more accurate with my aim on this bag. And normally, I like my fast bags, and this is borderline medium to fast speed for me. For me, this is starting to get into the faster side of bags. I don't like to go much faster than this. And normally, I like my faster bags to be larger and floppier. So when I got this bag, I started looking at it, I was like, yeah, I see what it is. It's going to be okay. But I really didn't think I was going to like it. Like, I think I'd rather have a larger, floppier bag. And I try to go in these reviews without any bias, without any opinions. But it's tough because I see a bag, and I've thrown so many of them now. I see a bag, I see the materials, I see the fill, I see the tilt size, I see the fullness, and I pretty much know how the bag's going to play. This bag shocked me. I really didn't think I was going to throw it as well as I did. I really expected to have a lot of bags missing, a lot of bags off the sides. But I think what it is because I'm so used to, I typically throw carpets, there's those fuller carpet bags. I felt like I had that carpet bag in my hand. I felt like I had to control this bag, and I just felt like I was much more accurate throwing this than I was with a little bit larger, floppier bag. And so it really changed my opinion sometimes of getting a fuller feeling fast bag for whatever reason. Just I think the fill has to do with it, but for whatever reason, I just had a lot of success putting this bag in the hole, and it really shocked me. The other thing I'll say is this material, you can definitely play a little bit of a control game because, like I said, it plays on a slower set of 7, more like 6.5. I could throw a blocker up every now and then when I needed to. It's not a great blocker because it's so easy to push through. It's not going to cause a lot of bags to kick off. But you throw a blocker. Sometimes you get an opponent who's not used to pushing through blockers, not comfortable pushing through. Just putting a visual blocker up there can cause them to do something different, change something up, cause them to make a mistake, or maybe they're just not comfortable pushing through. So it's definitely you can do that. And when it comes time to collect, the bags are so collectible. You just clip in a corner and take them in. Again, because they're so full, they're not going to accordiate up. Very easy. You don't have to get too aggressive. Even if a bag was across the board, if I could just get the bag to go down the middle and touch it, it would just go right in. Fast side, plenty fast to push through and collect. If bags are, if you leave a bag short halfway on the board, fast side's plenty fast to push and take it all the way in. So for pushing and collecting, this fast side's plenty fast enough for it. In fact, most of my collecting I did slow side. I don't think I flipped it over fast very often, unless my last bag, I want to make sure I went through and push and followed all the way through, or if I was pushing multiple bags. But for the most part, this slow side's plenty fast for me to throw and push and collect. So I'm throwing 99% of the time with this slow side. But all in all, I was really surprised with how well the bag played. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I figured, it's going to be a good bag. I didn't think I was going to enjoy throwing it. And I really did it. This is, if I was going to take a fast bag with me, this Vanish might be what I put in my bag because of just the way it feels, and just how confident I feel with it, how much control I have with it. I love the fill in it. I love how hole-friendly it is. I love the way the bag just kind of drips in the hole. Like the only knock I would say is that, if I am a little off left or right, it's not as forgiving and it's not as likely to grab the hole as a little bit floppier bag would. But because of the control I had, I didn't feel like I was missing as much left or right as I would be on a little bit looser bag. So I don't know. I love throwing it. I put a lot of bags in the hole with it. I really do recommend checking this Vanish out. If you're looking for a faster bag, you definitely want to check them out. So anyway, this is availability. Gnarly Bags has a website. It's gnarlywoodcrafts.com, I think. I hope I got that right. I'll put a link in the description, make sure I got it right. They also have a Facebook page as well. I'll put a link to that. You can follow them on Facebook. Bags are $80. I think all their bags, I don't know, I shouldn't say that. I know the Vanish right now are $80 on there, and it's just under, it's $10. It's like $9.50 shipping or something. So just under $90 shipped to you. Great price for an ACL stamp bag. It looks to be, very well made. They play wonderful. I definitely recommend, if you haven't checked out Gnarly Bags, to go check them out. I've got some other reviews coming up here the next few weeks, so stay tuned for those. But the Vanish was the bag that really shocked me and I really loved, so I wanted to jump on this review first. So if you throw the Vanish and you like it, or if you throw another Gnarly bag, I'd love to hear your feedback on them. What bags you want to see me throw next from it as well. But I also want to hear your opinions on the Vanish. I thank you guys so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.